we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks. The Blazers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks offense will take the field first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So UAB's offense will go to work for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Under fire, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Snyder. And they'll knock him down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perry. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going to swing it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that? The dime breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Ingram. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got his man.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Ingram. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Blazers are facing 3rd and inches. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ingram. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Perry. Just keeps moving. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Creates a little room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that mobile.
Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Ducks are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the gun, the ground game. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Moncrief. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Blazers with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
And the Blazers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
With the catch, it's Snyder. Turning it on. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Rolls it in. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back at the 30.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Leaves it with the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves.
Oh, He's got some space. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. Contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off play action on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down. It's 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Ducks decide to punt it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Some days just aren't your day, and he's already made 2 big mistakes in this ball game with the interceptions, and he almost threw a 3rd. This quarterback's really got to dial in, get focused, get his feet set, and make good deliveries of the football to his wide receivers.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Cross. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Grabbed near the marker. It's Cross. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here we go. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Touchdown, UAB! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
Man, that field shrinks. You've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, they'll do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quick completion on the out. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. We open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's complete! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route. Oh.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He's looking to pass. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drop.
Lots of room to run. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Blazers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And he makes the grab for the deuce. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Schrader. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far to avoid the upset. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes a man miss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Moncrief. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Using his legs, it's Ingram. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Zings it complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Blazers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground, he's got it again. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Ingram. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. This breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Snyder. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, UAB. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Got his man on the right. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Here's a throw downfield late. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Blazers in the hurry up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this to extend the lead late. They didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed